get started with your marking. We'll just find our current unit. And once you're in your unit, you should see an area up here called Edit Unit. So click on Edit Unit. I'll just increase the text size of these things to make them a bit easier for us to see. Then I'm going to go into Grades over here. I'm going to go into Grades over here. Click on Grades. And over here you'll see what looks like student assessments where they have not, have not been submitted. That actually means you haven't submitted the grade yet. So try not to freak out at that if you see that. Then we're going to go to Manage Grades. And you can see the I here means that the assessment is currently hidden. It's not yet released. So we'll see an I later when we turn that on when you release it. So Assessment 1 under Manage Grades, Assessment 1, click here, and then you're going to go Enter Grades. You'll see we get a slightly fuller page than we were just looking at, which is why we're doing this process, because what we want to see is the rubric. So I'm going to take it down here. This is the submission. So this student, Will, has made a submission. So if we click on that, we can actually see his submission. There is his submission, and you would just click on that to download the files. You can instantly go in here and give him a grade, and you can also go over here and have a look at the rubric. In order to give him grades for that, you would then come in here, and the rubric is preset. You can then click 1, 2, and you can see the grades are being allocated over here. However, this way is really just a way of seeing the rubric, and it doesn't actually show you this calculated score as you go. So we generally don't want to do that, but you can certainly download the grade here. I'm just going to go back. So that's clicking on this will give you the actual access to the assessment for the student. I'm just going to go down to my test student, who I've actually given a grade to already, which is down here, Test Student. Click on the rubric for Test Student. And you can come in here, and if I click that, you can see the grade is actually automatically calculated, which is why we do it in this generic main area view. So you did that. You stretch that window, and you might want to, my window's not the best window because I've zoomed things up, stretch your window out a little bit so that you can maximize screen real estate and see what you're actually grading. So I did an okay job on that. You can see this grade is automatically calculated. If you wanted to customize that grade, and you could say 11.5 in order to get a slightly different grade. So you can override it if you feel it was somewhere in between these two. And then overall, the grade is then tallied up down the bottom here, and you would then press Save and Record. And because I've done this on Test Student will get this grade. And you can see the grade is now been manually recorded there. So just again, click on the little graph icon in order to get the rubric, and you can then go in and mark the rubric, and this area will update. If you want to give individual feedback on those rubric elements, click on the feedback area, and you can do additional feedback in there, and that will then go back to the student. Probably, and then once you get to, make sure you always scroll to the very bottom and save and record. Don't click over here. Make sure you come and press save and record. If you want to give more generic feedback about the whole project, you would click in here. And I had a quick play with this yesterday. Hi Mum, how is it going? And so this feedback area is what the students can see. If we were sort of peer marking this with someone else and you wanted to put in private comments, the student can't see. This area is for private comments. So this is teacher access. This might be something like, this student has dyslexia. Consider and some other comment that someone might put in there for another admin person or a teacher met person. So the comments that you want to give to students only go in the feedback area up the top here. If you wanted to upload a feedback sheet, so you've marked up the Word document, then you could click in here. And how are we going to do this? Just stop that for a moment. So if we wanted to upload feedback, I was just thinking the way I was doing it before, but this is a better way. Click on the Insert Stuff box. So have your cursor positioned there. We're going to insert stuff. We're going to choose a file. I'm just going to choose, any file will do, doesn't really matter. I'll just choose this file. And then I go Upload. And then I go Insert. And now I've got the feedback file for the student. Then I come down here and press Save. If you scroll down, you can see that the grade is automatically calculated. The feedback gets a little cross in it. And the grades are now ready to be released. I don't think you'll be releasing them. I think they need to be released by Natasha. Therefore, that's pretty much the end of what you need to do. That's it, really. That we don't run them through Turnitin for copyright issues. I guess if you are not happy with that, just go back in here and alter the rubric to get the desired result. These are not released at the moment, as I said, so students can't see them. I'll leave it at that, and let's talk in person if you've got any other issues. Once you've finished, of course, press Save and Close.